Hello, I'm Del Bartling, and I certainly hope that you and yours are having yourself a sunnier, warmer day. Well, it continues. Yes, it does, folks. The older I am, the more that I think. And I'm thinking, and maybe you can relate to this, some friendships shape us forever. For me, that friend was a gentle quarter horse named Nogales. Even now, decades later, I still find myself missing those quiet moments together. It all began at a horse auction in West Point, Nebraska. Twice a year, they'd hold these massive gatherings in that huge white barn. It maybe some of you watched the show Yellowstone. In Montana, that Yellowstone, do you remember that big white barn? That's how big the barn was in West Point, Nebraska. It was huge. It was a place where you could smell the hay and you could hear the shuffle of hooves, and you could get lost in that rhythmic, almost hypnotic chant of the auctioneer. Now, the auction would run from early morning, just after sunrise, until the stars came out. A truly marathon of hopes and dreams and changing hands. Now, my grandpa dad and my father, Sergeant Major Bartling, they would take me every year, and we'd hear that wise old auctioneer say something that stuck with him. I know it did. The auctioneer would say it more than once during that day. He would say, "I never saw a kid get in trouble while sitting on top of a horse." It wasn't till that auction day, late in the day, that they brought him out. A yearling chestnut with 4 black stockings and long hair that cascaded over his fentlocks. There's something about him kind of called to me. You see, I was saving my money. I had a paper route, and I've been saving my money, and that was the day that Nogales came home with us. Time just disappeared whenever I was with him. I'd lose hours just running the curry comb through his brown coat, feeling the rhythm of his breathing. And indeed, we did train each other. Really. I gently rest my weight on his back, teaching him to trust me, as he taught me patience. He learned to carry me and then to pull my homemade buggy. Not the prettiest contraption, but it was functional. I learned that anything worthwhile takes time and dedication. Our favorite times was when we'd ride bareback. You see, I always rode Nogales bareback, feeling the warmth and strength beneath me. Be wearing my Wrangler jeans and spending so much time on him in the summertime, the sweat would be, and then it would dry, and indeed I would be walking bow-legged. Sometimes we would trace the square county roads, but more often we would venture into the forest, bushwhacking our way to what we thought was the secret place. You see, it was on the Missouri River, kind of where the dikes were. There was an inlet there. It was called a hole in the wall. Each time, we'd take a different deer trail, exploring together, and looking back now, my parents had no idea exactly where I was. Only that I was with Nogales, going swimming, and they trusted him to bring me home safe, and he always did. Nogales was more than a horse. He was a teacher. He showed me that you can't half-heartedly care for something that matters. You have to be fully dedicated and be present in each moment. That's perhaps one of the greatest gifts that he gave me, the power of now. A horse never worries about tomorrow or dwells upon yesterday. They live completely in the present moment, something we humans struggle to do. Nogales loved unconditionally. He didn't care who I was trying to be, or how I dressed, or even what others thought of me. He gave honest feedback about my true self, my patience, my kindness, my frustrations. Many an evening, I would sit on his back while he ate his oats. Some nights, I doubled his ration so we could just spend some more time together. I think my father remembered that old auctioneer's wisdom because he never once complained about how quickly the oats disappeared. Did you know that being around horses can actually reduce anxiety and depression? Science now confirms what I learned through experience, that horses help build self-confidence, freedom, and independence. Nogales did that for me. Taking a yearling, teaching him to neck rein, having him feel comfortable in the harness, pulling a buggy. These accomplishments built something inside of me that no classroom could. I believe horses have a rare gift. They take us on physical journeys from point A to point B, but they also guide us through deeper emotional landscapes because they feel so much of what we try to hide. So yes, I had the advantage of spending my wonder years atop Nogales. And the most important thing that he taught me was, I'm rooting for you. Yes, I am. 'Cause we're in this together. That's a lesson worth carrying whether you're 12 or 82. Sometimes I wonder who I would have become without those hours on horseback, without those lessons in patience and presence. All I know is that growing up is hard for everyone, but life's challenges truly do look a little easier from atop a horse. So remember, blessed are they who ease the pain of misfortune, for they shall be called insurance agents. You take care, and remember of one of those friends.